my skills was better because I was always hooping. I really wanted to go to UNLV. I basically quit football. Cam Ward out of West Columbia. UTSA was having the #1 signing class in first time ever.
Going back, my nigga Weezy on the track. Yeah. Can I take a minute for to tell you how I'm living? Yeah. I'd rather show you fuck the critics. I'ma try leave out the kid. Young nigga pull up in that Bentley with no head. This a motion picture from the trenches. Check how a nigga kick it.
This episode, we have a very special guest. He's coming straight out of Angleton, Texas, Houston area. Big offensive lineman, big recruit coming out of high school, multi-sport athlete. He's now in the coaching space. Without further introduction, I'm gonna introduce you guys to my boy, Kevin Davis.
What's good, man? Yeah, my name Kevin Davis, aka KD. I go by KD. A lot of people know me as KD. I'm from the county, Missouri County. We ain't that small no more. We kind of grew, but yeah, I'm from Missouri County, a city called Angleton, about 45 to an hour south of Houston, and like 30 minutes south of Pearland.
Okay. So, like, for those who don't know, what type of school or, like, how good is Angleton at sports? Like, are y'all a basketball school, football? Has anybody ever came out of Angleton and, like, went to college or professional? Like, break that down for us, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Football run Angleton, basically. Like, on Friday nights, everybody's at the game. Just that type of feeling. It's that type of city. Like, football, we go as far as football take us, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, the people I looked up to is the people who play football, basically. Like, the Quandre Diggs, the Quentin Jammers, the names is so far. They got so many great players come out of Angleton. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, football is really the bread and butter of the town.
So, like, who are some of the guys around your same age that you were kind of, like, looking up to, or if you played with that you were like, yeah, like, he's going to be that? Or tell us about some of the history and the legends that come out of Angleton and what that was like looking up to those guys.
Who I played with that was a GOAT was B.J. Foster. He went to UT, played safety there. But he was people from my city, they know him as a running back. He was just somebody you put on the field anywhere and make plays. He was just that type of guy. You know what I'm saying? He was really elite. I think he was the top athlete in the state in his class. So, yeah, he was really like that. Growing up, Quentin Jammer, he was a little older than when I could remember football. But, yeah, he's a GOAT. He plays safety also at UT, I believe, and he played with the Chargers for a long time. And Quandre Diggs.
I know exactly what Jammer.
Yeah, Quandre Diggs, another GOAT. And when I was growing up watching him, it wasn't just about, like, he was a two-way star, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was elite, like, track, he was elite, you know what I'm saying? Basketball, he was elite. Like, he was just elite in everything. He was only nothing but, like, 5'8", bro. Dude was crazy.
Nah, I thought my school had some ball players.
There was some Texas legends for.
Yeah, he's really elite. And then we had the cat Henry Josie. He went to Mizzou. He was turned up. I think he led the state in rushing yards when he was in high school. He was turning up. We had Richard Coop. He was elite. We had some elite guys come out there. T.J. Austin. You know what I'm saying? T.J. Josie. He was a lot of really good guys. And I don't want to feel like I'm leaving people out because it'd be hard to just run through that name of list, like just all the people we had come through Angleton. You know what I'm saying? We was a team that was at least 30 round deep every year. You know what I'm saying? We made noise every year, except for a couple years. But other than that, we was at least 3 rounds deep in the playoffs.
So how many sports did you play growing up, and what do you feel like the impact is on the youth playing like multiple sports while they like mature?
Man, I'm glad you talked. That's crazy because I be speaking about that with like the kids at my school. Like, it'd be weird to see that kids, you know what I'm saying? Unless you elite, unless you like elite, play one sport. But if you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I feel like playing 2 or 3 sports help you with the sport you're gonna get recruited for anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like, I played basketball and football And I feel like basketball helped me way more when it came to football, you know what I'm saying? Because I basically quit football. And, like, after my 9th grade year, I basically quit. I let football go, you know, just tripping, not thinking. And I was just hooping. But when I got back on the football field, you know what I'm saying, I feel like my skills was better because I was always hooping, you know what I'm saying, getting my, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, playing 2 or 3 sports will really help you. So I'll be telling kids, like, man, heck yeah, like, you need to be playing every sport you can. Play baseball, you know what I'm saying, do track. You got to do something other than just one sport.
You already answered this. I said, what are some legends and some cool kids that came out like your same age?
I got some more, you know what I'm saying? The Quincy Addison. He went to Tech. You know what I'm saying? He was cold, and he played baseball. He played baseball and football. It's a Quincy Addison. He was cold, call him Q. Cold, he was cold. Jay Sean Waddy was a multi-athlete, you know what I'm saying? He was fast, everything, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have some people come through Angleton.
Yeah.
Corey Richardson, I'm trying to think of all the names. Hold up, man. I'm trying to just give you everything. Really, you probably got to look it up, bro. It's so many names, bro. It's like, when I say, like, when you think of a football town, Angleton is a football town, and they always breeding somebody.
Like one of the towns surrounding Angleton, though, like, you feel me? They got some, like, players.
Yeah. Cam Ward out of West Columbia. He like 15 minutes east of me, bro. If anybody got out the mud, Cam Ward then got it out the mud. Like, I watched it. You know what I'm saying? I seen it. I know what the work he done put in. You know what I'm saying? He one of them ones.
This might be a dumb question, but was your high school, like, good as far as, like, going playoffs, like, rounds deep and stuff?
Dog, yes. When we get done with the interview, look us up, bro. Like, they know, you know what I'm saying? They know, like. My favorite thing about Angleton was we Houston area, but you know what I'm saying? We not Houston, we Angleton. And so when we used to go play them city boys, you know what I'm saying? It was a little, like, nigga, you know what the time it was, you know what I'm saying? We from the country, but we come to get on y'all ass and go right back to the country. So we country boys, you know what I'm saying? That's how we looked at. But from, like, the outside world, who really don't know, I just say Houston area because that's what we are. We just the Houston area.
So when you were in high school, who knocked y'all out of the playoffs?
Smithson Valley. We lost to Smithson Valley right before the state game.
Nah, that's crazy.
And they know they got lucky when they beat us. It was a lot of the refs really hold us that game. I'm telling you.
It's like a championship or bust, like, in Angleton.
Yeah.
Did you know you was gonna play football in college? Like, how did you start figuring that out?
Like, growing up, football was live, but it really ain't grasped my attention. Like, I fucked going to the game, like, you know, so I had a love for it, but I fell out of love for the game. Like, I really, like, 9th grade, bro, I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Me being a dumb kid thinking, like, man, I'm a hooper. Fuck all that other, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could hoop, I could do whatever, you know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? When they say it take a village to raise a child, that's what it was to me. Like, everybody that I spoke to saw my potential, and I didn't see it, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they be like, bro, you need to get back on the football field. Like, everybody I spoke to when I quit football was telling me that. I'm talking about from my peers to my uncle, my homeboys, pops, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, people who seen me play football, they was like, bro, you need to get on the football field, quit playing.
So, talk about your recruiting process and, like, some skills you feel like parents or kids should have, like, while, like, communicating with staffs and, you know what I'm saying, navigating that process.
Man,
so what was your experience?
Honestly, my experience with it is way different than what it is now, you feel me? Like, my dad and mom really wasn't into making that decision for me. Like, actually, my dad didn't answer the phone for no recruits, you know what I'm saying? Plus, most of the time I was getting recruited, my dad was overseas anyway, so, like, because he's in the military, so answering the phone was nothing he did. Like, he let me make that decision. Like, it was my own decision. And right now, I would just say, parents, let your kids make that decision. Whether it benefit them or not, they got to be the one to, you know what I'm saying? I think parents are too involved into the decision of where the kids are going. So, honestly, I would just say, man, yeah, let them make that decision. And what I would say to the kids is, don't fall in love with the coach, fall in love with where you're going, you know what I'm saying? Like, that coach ain't making no decision on you, so you can't make your decisions on them, basically. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a business. So I would just say, fall in love with the area that you're gonna be at. You know what I'm saying? To make that right decision. Make sure, you know, like, even the little things, like, man, what's good to eat around here? Like, when I don't want to eat on campus, you know what I'm saying? Like, just the little things really help out. So when you go up to campuses, man, don't just be looking at the girls, and because there's going to be girls at every campus, you feel what I'm saying? So fall in love with the area. That's what I would say. Fall in love with the area. Fall in love with the people, not just the coaching staff. I'm talking about everybody you're going to be around. Make sure you like what you got going on. From the strength and conditioning to the training room, make sure you take your time and really think about that.
So, like, what went into your decision going to UTSA? Like,
bro, honestly, bro, I'm blessed. I would just say I'm blessed, bro, because, like I said, I quit football in 9th grade year. At the end of the season, 9th grade year, I didn't play, you know what I'm saying? So 10th grade year, I didn't play at all, you know what I'm saying? And so let me tell you my whole story. Let me break it down. So at the beginning of the 10th grade year, bro, I decided, you know, I quit football. I didn't play football, you know what I'm saying? Then I moved cities. So I went from Angleton to Freeport. And Freeport's like the Gulf. That's like 30 minutes most south of where I was at, you feel what I'm saying? And I played basketball. And that's what I was just on that time and like, you know what I'm saying? Just doing what I thought was right, which I shouldn't have. I did. I enjoyed my time in Freeport, but I should have been playing football even if I did move to Freeport. But yeah, I moved to Freeport, bro, played basketball. And then at the end of that year, that's when I was telling you I was having all those conversations with coaches and people and just around the city. I need to get back on the football team. So I ended up moving back to Angleton and joining the team. But that whole junior season, bro, I didn't play at all. Like, it was like, I wasn't immature. I just wasn't locked in like I should have been. You know what I'm saying? So I probably was the best kid at the position. I just wasn't locked in. You feel me? So shit, I ain't end up playing till one of the dudes failed out. Like one of the offensive linemen, they failed out at the end of the year. You feel me? So you know, the grade right before playoffs is the grades hit that 6 weeks. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're really finna go on. It's like right after Thanksgiving, or not right before, like right in that area that 6 weeks hit and start the new 6 weeks. You feel me? So dude couldn't play the first round of playoffs, and so you know what I'm saying, I beat somebody out that week and end up turning up at the game. Like I end up, you know what I'm saying, like I had locked in and I started like immediately from the first start I turned up, bro. Like I remember we played Texas State the first round. Ironically, in Freeport, you know what I'm saying? That was the neutral grounds. We played them there. And I went crazy, bro. Like, I was killing. I'm talking about 6, 7 knockdowns the first half. Like, I was going crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
And then, like, right after the game, I remember. So as I'm saying this, I got, like, the best athlete on the team, BJ. He #1 athlete in Texas right now at that time. You see what I'm saying? So it's hella college scouts at the game. Me, I don't even know this. Like, I'm just out there just finally able to play football, you know what I'm saying, do what I do.
Yeah, you just playing, yeah.
And so, like, as I'm going to talk to my pops after that game, bro, I remember, like, my phone getting blown up that night. Like, coaches following me on Twitter, you know what I'm saying? People getting my contact, like, when you start, where did you come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, who, you know what I'm saying? Basically, like, and I remember, like, the rest of the playoffs, we went 4 rounds deep that year. We beat Texas City, College Station, PNG, and then we lost to, it's a team out of Fort Bend. I forget the team name. But anyway, we lost to them in the Dome, but bro, I turned up, like, and what was crazy, BJ was turning up, like, you know what I'm saying? So the more he turned up, the more I got you know what I'm saying? I went from not knowing what the hell I was finna be doing, you know what I'm saying, to like, all right, bet, like I'm locked in. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, people, they want to see me. I'm getting invited to like the opening camp. It was like fast. It happened real fast, bro. Like, And I be telling people, like, they be like, man, what did you do to get recruited? I'm like, bro, I was just blessed, feel me? Like, I did what I was supposed to do at the right time, you know what I mean? Like, it all happened at the right time. And then senior year, shit, I had committed to Texas State. I committed on junior day, bro. You know how it is, bro. Like, they damn near threw the red carpet out for me. And it was like, you could start here right now. Like, you could be here right now and start. So I'm like, shit, that sound, you know what I'm saying? It sound good, like, everything, like, it was, everything that they did for me was really nice. Like, I was like, man, I love it here, you know what I'm saying? But me not thinking, I had just committed off the back, tripping. And then I start going to that game and shit. I was like, man, nah, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? And so I had basically opened up my recruitment again and got a bunch of these offers. But then UTSA was the first offer I ever got. You know what I'm saying? They just stuck around the whole time. Me, Tyler. So Tyler, Day-Day, and Dom and Reek were roommates. But I was real cool with Tyler, you know what I'm saying, a linebacker. And so I would play the game we would all play like Call of Duty and stuff. And then I got close with Day-Day, and then I got close with Reek. But Day-Day and Reek always been, you know what I'm saying, real close. I was the closest with, actually, Frank Harris. Yeah, we was like, bro, we was like that, bro. Like, we always hung out and everything. And then I was real close with Tay Mo, Jordan Wright. Jordan Wright was like, if you seen Jay Wright, he was with me most of the time, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa. And then when everybody started coming in, like the next year when we got Shannon, Galmore, you know what I'm saying, Terrell Haynes, all them boys, and it just started being a bigger pot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like I was always hanging around football players, you know what I'm saying? Like that's, and especially Rick and Betty. A crazy story? We had brawls at practice, bro. We got into it, like we really were like, we was not teammates at this, you know what I'm saying? And I remember after one play, the play was like basically over, and Reek was on offense. And Reek came and cracked back on Les, one of our linebackers. Like,
he was born to play defense based on that hit.
I don't run on so much digits, dog.
Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, ooh. And Les got up and like tried to DDT Reek. Like he picked Reek up from his waist, bro. He put Reek on his waist. Like Reek waist was right here, bro. Like, it was like, and people was like holding him from like dumping Reek on his head because it was like bad, bro. It was like, what in the world? And they just started a brawl basically. Like we ended practice, like it was bad, bro. Like, but I just remember like stuff like that, like how we can be boxing and be like ready to fight each other. Then like 2 minutes later in the locker room, you know what I'm saying? You learn how to just leave stuff on the field, especially at college, bro. I had to learn how to, you know what I'm saying? Like we beefing on the field, but you know what I'm saying? So yeah, those are the type of stories that I remember, like how hard practice used to be. Like, because Wilson, he was gonna embarrass you. Like, if you got embarrassed at practice one-on-ones, that was on team. Like, as soon as he got in the meeting room, he showing you percentage who won the one-on-ones, and he putting you on the camera in front of everybody, bro. So like, that was something you didn't want happening. So you had to turn up at practice with other guys. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't want to be one of them old linemen they put on the Turtle Award, you know what I'm saying? So I used to hate when they do that. Like, man, chill out, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, we never gonna get that anyways, because ain't no reason for me to run that much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to run from the 20-yard line to the opposite 20 to hit that anyway, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, you would try to get it moving from drill to drill, you know what I'm saying? Run full speed. And I feel like sometimes when that Turtle War come around, like, it be catching you, like, when you just got done with a drill and they blowing the horn to go to another drill. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I'm
they trying to cheat.
Yeah, like, practice, it's harder for, like, it's different type of hard for everybody. Like, DBs, they running like this, so it's harder for endurance, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, I'm going hard at every drill, and I ain't, you know what I'm saying? We don't get no break. Like, I be looking around, be seeing, like, boys be talking to it. Like, we not on that time, and, like, we got a drill going, and then we got another drill going, and hopefully we can get this drill in, too, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about it.
Well, let's talk about, like, I guess the role players, like, in the first championship.
Man, bro, our receiver corps was just cold, bro. Like, we even had some boys that wasn't playing that much that was really good behind. Like, you know what I'm saying? That first championship year, Sticks was cold. He wasn't getting the burn like I thought he should have. You know what I'm saying? But that's because I'm saying DC, bro. What's it called? Dorian Clark, JC, bro. He turned up. Like, you know what I'm saying? He came. He molded his skin and came, like, he became the player that he, you know what I mean? And Z just was on a different level. Cephas was on a different level. You know what I'm saying? So, and then we had Leroy was turning up. We had Oscar. And Oscar was basically a young pup still, kind of. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he was turning up. And then we had, so we had like an 8-man rotation, bro. It was crazy, bro. And
That is crazy.
yeah, because like Maka went down Illinois. I went down Memphis like 4 games later. So that whole year, bro, it was really about how good our depth was at O-line. It was rotating. The only person who didn't rotate was Spence.
Just like y'all, nigga. Fat said he don't want the whole told him sitting here, nigga. I get him.
He was the only one who stayed in the lineup. He stayed healthy that year. So it was kind of crazy. Like, see, like when I look back on it, like the reason why we were so loud because our depth. Like it wasn't no drop off. You know what I mean? And that's why I fuck with like the first championship. I fuck with tough. Like that team, I fuck with tough. You know?
UTSA champions for the very first time.
Even on the D line, like Zoe went out for a couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. Then we had like C9 like turned up that year, bro.
Who was the edge? He was number 2, I think.
Man, you talking about Chuck? You talking about Chuck? Chuck Wiley? Yeah, he was, bro. Chuck, and he was a transfer that year, bro. No, the year before that, he was a transfer. He came from Ole Miss. Chuck was, he was the first person I knew. Like, he was reading the way we were setting. So if you set somewhere, he already had like a react. Like he's the first.
You overstay his counter,
And then Trey Moore was a pup then, bro. He was a puppy. He wasn't even getting that burn that year, bro. That's what's crazy.
Trey Moore was there?
He was there.
And now he's hit from behind by Trey Moore. Ball loose on the turf. Longhorns have it. Ball game.
And he wasn't getting he was not getting the burn. Like he was playing, but he was you know what I'm saying? You knew he was like that, but boys have to wait their turn, and it's crazy to see. He got it out the mud too, bro.
That team is crazy.
Yeah,
deep.
we was crazy deep, bro. We was crazy deep. You know, Zay that was just in the combine. He was there too, bro. All them boys was putts, bro. They was all still. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy to see how it turned out when you already knew what it was with them boys. Like, you know, they was elite. But you got to do your growing. You got to take your steps. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to see that. It's crazy to see that. People be asking me all the time, like, who was the best receiver? But I give it to you like this. JC was like our Megatron, bro, or like our Julio. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Big as fuck and just like gonna catch whatever come over there. Don't play with him. Yeah. Don't even leave him one-on-one over there. But it's so crazy. You can't leave Z over there one-on-one. Cause that nigga like AB, he on some, you know what I'm saying? Like he turning, like he looking this way, the quarterback throw, he turning and catches it. Like he catch everything, bro. Like it don't matter. It don't matter what you throw over there. You know what I'm saying? And then Cephas is just like our Wes Welker, like our do it all receiver. You know what I'm saying? Like our Puka, like he get in the slide, he do whatever you need him to do. You know what I mean? And he blocked. And them niggas, all them niggas was blocking for each other, bro. That's why we were so good. So receivers, bro, if you want to be cold, bro, y'all gotta want to be able to block for people, bro. Like you gotta be able to block. Now that West Kentucky, the first time we played them boys, on my mama, when we played them boys the first time at their place, Frank had like a
in the direction of Tyke Ogle Kellogg. What a catch! Touchdown, UTSA.
That year, Frank was on one, bro. I'm just
what was the score to that game?
It was a 54, 58, something like that. It was a crazy, crazy game, bro. 63, 50. I don't know. It was crazy, bro. That nigga Frank had he threw for 4, ran for 1, caught 1. He caught 1. Nigga caught 1, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. That boy Frank went crazy.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I told Steven to switch roles for a little bit. You know, he throwing me a touchdown pass. And when I went out there, I seen Big Spence, and I had a whole bunch of all the other linemen, so I knew I was going to score.
H-Town, we here, baby. Let's go.
Keep all that shit raw.
Stop fucking playing with me.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for part 2.